Hi guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Auto. My name is Huub, and as you might have heard already in the background, we are here today at probably my most favorite place in the world, the Nürburgring, otherwise known as the Green Hell. As you can see, we're here today with two cars, Martijn's M3 and my personal M4 GTW. We are here today because this year and this full season we'll be doing reviews at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Why is that? The car probably shows itself already. I have quite a big background in motorsport. I've built this car together with my brother over the last 2 years or so. And we decided together with the team that it would be cool to see what your cars, but also from other manufacturers, will be able to do here at the Green Hell. We are here today with the M3 of Martijn, the beautiful Zanzibar brown individual color. Martijn brought the car on the 963M wheels, the optional wheels which you can buy separately from BMW. These are made actually by APP Racing. The car sits now on the Pilot Sport 4S tires. As you might have seen, the car is now much lower than before. And this is because we went to AST. So from now on, together with Auto and Evolution M, we'll be doing AST kits on your car. So this car specifically now has an ALS, as they call it, adjustable lowering spring kit. And that means that you keep the stock dampers on the car, but you actually can adjust the ride height. In some cases, lowering springs don't work, but on this car, as you can see, it just makes the look of the whole car better, but actually also the handling now. So it's a relatively cheap upgrade for better handling, better looks. Of course, you have to be a bit more careful because your car is lower. And today we're gonna check it out how it does at the ring. What else has changed on this car? Currently, it has also a different mid-pipe on the car. It has FI 200 cell downpipes. Everything else is basically stock. So yeah, it's just in that sense a bolt-on car, as you would say. So today we're gonna take it out on the ring. We're gonna do not too much of a hard lap because, in all honesty, a kit like this is very nice for daily use. But if you want to go hardcore on track, I would say this kit is not perfectly suited for that. We can also supply you, of course, with a different set of shocks from AST, so that you can go to the ring and actually get more capabilities out of the car. So yeah, as you can see right here, the gap has changed massively. So before, I think you could stick like a good 3 or 4 fingers in between, or you could do, as I call it, the shoe test, where you put your shoe in between there. That's no longer there, that gap. The same is for the front. There's a bit more space here. That's actually a BMW thing. It's also on my car, as you can see right there. There always is a difference between the rear and the front arch on BMW. So the rear arch always sits a bit lower. So it might look to you that the car has a bit of negative rake, as they will call it. I can tell you that is not the case. It's purely a visual thing on how BMW builds their cars, and you can hear all that good noises in the background. So what else is done to this car? I'll show you actually also in the interior. Well, spec-wise, you guys have seen this car a few times before. So, of course, the carbon buckets, the aftermarket steering wheel, the carbon interior trim, of course, and as you can see, the lovely third pedal, because this is a manual. And this car actually has a competition clutch, which we also supply. It's a full kit, which consists of a clutch, a pressure plate, and a different flywheel. And we're going to show you what's under the hood here, because also here are some of the parts that we actually supply. As you can see, glorious carbon. So the carbon strap braces and the engine cover, which is a complete package that we offer. And then also this car has the Venturi intakes, which really improve temperatures also on track, because carbon doesn't hold heat as much as aluminum or plastic does. It actually dissipates heat much better. So these really give a lower overall intake temperature and better airflow. This car is also tuned on MHD, which we offer for these cars. And yeah, I think that's basically it. So we are now entering the famous Nürburgring, the Nordschleife. So we're gonna put the car in the M2 mode, as you can hear. So the car is on 4S's, and like I said before, on the AST ALS lowering spring kit. So we're gonna take it relatively easy, as yeah, I'm not so sure how the car will react. Also, these tires are not track tires, so let's see what it can do. So we are now entering the famous Nürburgring, the Nordschleife. So we're gonna put the car in the M2 mode, as you can hear. So the car is on 4S's, and like I said before, on the AST ALS lowering spring kit. So we're gonna take it relatively easy, as yeah, I'm not so sure how the car will react. Also, these tires are not track tires. So let's see what it can do. this car, of course, the ceramics. The tricky thing is about this car, you have a lot of torque coming in down low, so you have to be careful with that. As you can see, the car really tries to move on you on throttle. It's actually almost too much power for this track, to be honest.
Told you.
Yeah.
This is even mid setup.
Yeah. So it's, yeah, you always, that's really the ring. You have to be careful. You have to look around because there's a lot of cars around you which you have to take into consideration. Any straight, so we're gonna head to the famous vloekplaats, as they call it. We're not gonna be flying today. In all honesty, the tires are actually holding up pretty well for considering the temperatures, and these are real street tires. These are not, you could use them for the occasional Noordschleife lap, but not for track use.
They are star marked, so
yeah.
It's more towards a Cup 2.
Well, like Martijn says, more focused towards a Cup 2, so I have to say balance is pretty good in that sense. Braking, of course, is never really going to be an issue with ceramics. A little bit of understeer through the car. So we're going to enter now through the famous foxhole, and this is where you're really going to feel the difference between a proper setup and, well, just a lowering spring kit. We have a lot of compression here, so a little bit of camera issues. As you can see, the car is very playful. That's a lot of fun around here. You can just do that with the car, it doesn't really matter. But it's not really good for the heat of the tires. I have to say also, I'm a big heel and toe guy, but with BMW, with their new, the gear shift assist, it's impossible to be better than the car itself. So, like I said before, this season what we will be doing is we'll be taking many cars around the ring. So this could be your car, of course. So if you're looking to apply, we will look at your application, see if we like the car and if we can pick a date. And then we're gonna go to the ring together. I'm gonna take your car for a lap, do a ring style review of the car, see what it's capable of. And yeah, that's probably what we're hoping to be doing many times this season. So we have a faster car passing me right now. Very important at the ring. Always look in your mirrors, because you might be thinking you're fast, but then a Schirmer GT3 comes along and you're not that fast anymore. But like I said, send your application to me, we will look at it and we'll see if we can do a lap together. As you can see, Martijn is being filmed right now, so we will also have a passenger cam so you can see what is going on. And again, another faster car behind me.
How good are these seats?
Yeah, these seats are really good. From factory, it's incredible. Like, you can buy a proper, let's say, a Recaro pole position, but this is so almost, I would say, better than most bucket seats you can buy aftermarket. This is really good. I would say if you're the occasional track driver, don't even bother getting comfort seats. Get proper buckets. And as you can see probably by the cam movement, the ring is very bumpy in general. There's a lot of movement. So anyone that is running, let's say, a Fiat Uno with stock suspension, don't try to come here, because you're gonna bounce off within the 5 first corners. unfortunately. So we can just through the famous carousel. This is probably the most well-known corner around the ring. Through the carousel.
Scraping there.
Yeah, we could hear the rear having a little scrape. But actually it seems pretty fine. So as we can see, this is Nürburgring, guys. So yellow flags. Take a look at your surroundings, see if there's any oil tracks or anything, because on a daily basis 4 or 5 crashes is normal. Cars lose oil, cars lose coolant. This is all part of the experience here. So it's always good to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the other people around you. Don't go here and put your blindfolds on and go for, I'm gonna send it, I'm gonna go for a great lap. That is not the case here. Don't do that. Come here if you want to have fun, if you want to have an occasional drive at the track, but don't come here to be a one-lap hero, because I can tell you from experience that will end in tears. You don't want that.
Do tell. What do you think of the difference between an F-Series M3?
Yeah, so in all honesty, comparing this to my M4, which is obviously a majorly different car. I'm gonna let this Lotus pass here.
No, but this is a stock car. Stock
versus stock. The G series is, and I'm not exaggerating, a million times better. The G series is in every way, dampening wise, brakes wise, steering feel wise also, because I think on the F series the steering feel is relatively bad and vague from factory. In every aspect the G is a lot better. I also have to say though that specifically Martijn's car is really nice because of the manual, the combination with the flywheel, with the clutch. That really makes the overall package a much more a driver's car and capable of doing this, what we're doing right now. But yeah, I think BMW stepped up. They stepped up their game to the next level. For super saloons, there is nothing like this. So this is actually a place where if you go fast enough, all 4 wheels will come off the ground. We're not gonna do that today. Well, not with this car. But no, in general, BMW did extremely well. Like this car is, I would say, no, chassis wise, this is stock. And it's coping extremely well, in my opinion. The thing is though, this car is way too fast, I have to admit. For track use, actually up there you can see my 2 bodies. I'm having a hard time keeping up with them because I have to manage all this power under these 4 asses on this stock suspension. That's what the thing is here at the ring. So we're gonna try, see if the mini carousel is gonna make the car. Well, that's okay, not bad. No, but this car is actually for a stock car. I've driven quite a few stock cars at the ring and on track, and this is coping, yeah, I would say fairly well. So good to you.
I'm happy.
Good to you, Martijn. And as you can see, today is actually a Monday. It's Easter Monday, right? Is that Easter?
No, it's not Easter.
Oh, it's not Easter. What you call that?
I don't know what's it called.
Well, today is a holiday actually, a Monday. And as you can see, it's actually not busy at all. It's actually this was for Nürburgring terms, a very quiet lap. Not a lot of traffic. A few cars that passed, a few cars that we had to pass. But as you can see, very, very quiet. And this is also what we will try to achieve with the review laps that we will be doing. I'm not a big fan of going on track where there's big queues, there's a lot of people, because what is gonna happen is chaos. Chaos at the entry, chaos at the exit, chaos on track. We want to avoid that in every way possible. Yeah? So guys, I hope you enjoyed the first ring review that we did with the M3, of course. We will be more present at the ring this season, and many thanks to the Nürburgring because they gave us the media license. We were obviously inspired by the one and only Misha. We think there's enough playroom there for both parties to make some really great content. So this season we will be present there quite a bit. So if you're interested in getting your car reviewed, or maybe you have a crazy project car which you're working on and expect it to be driving at the ring this season, hit us up. You can send us an email through autotopnl@gmail.com, or you can send us a DM through Instagram. And we hope to see you there this year a lot.